Hi everyone, today we are going to learn about the graphical representation of motion and specifically into distance time graph. And let me explain you about the assumptions which I have made here. Only the movement of the object has been considered, irrespective of the mode of movement like sliding, rolling, etc. And irrespective of the shape and size of the object, all the objects are considered as pointed object. And now here let us study about the uniform motion of an object. Here we need to observe the position of an object at equal interval of time. To make that study much more simpler, I have made some arrangements here. And here at equal interval of time, the position of the object has been captured, which will help us to find the distance covered by an object at equal interval of time. Here it is self-evident that the distance covered by an object under uniform motion is equal at equal interval of time. Here comes the definition of uniform motion. And now let us tabulate the time and distance data of an object which is under uniform linear motion. Now let us find the distance time graph of uniform motion. Now first let us get a Cartesian plane, and here x-axis is represented by time and y-axis is represented by distance. Now this plane is called distance time plane, and now let us use the values of distance and time of an object which is under uniform motion and plot those values in a distance time plane. 0, 0, 1, 3, 2, 6, 3, 9, 4, 12. So now let us join all these points and see the type of graph we are going to get. Yes, here we have got a straight line graph. So we can conclude that the graphical representation of uniform motion will be always a straight line graph. Now here let us study about the object which is under non-uniform motion, and here also we need to find the position of the object at equal interval of time. To make that study much more simpler, we have the arrangements here. At each equal interval of time, the position of the object has been captured. Now, it is self-evident that at equal interval of time, the object has covered unequal amount of distance. So here comes the definition of non-uniform motion. Let us tabulate the time and distance of an object which is under non-uniform motion. Yeah. So now we are going to represent this data on a distance time plane. 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9, 4, 16. Let us join all these points and see the type of graph we are going to get. Yes, here we have got a non-linear graph. From this we can conclude that the graphical representation of non-uniform motion will be always a non-linear curve. Let us move into the summary part of distance time graph. The graphical representation of uniform motion will be always a straight line curve, or we can call it as a linear graph. And graphical representation of non-uniform motion will be always a non-linear graph. If the object is under uniform acceleration, then the graph of that object in distance time graph will be always a parabolic curve. Thanks for watching. Keep constructing the knowledge.